Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So it has actually been a while since I have recorded. I went to Poland and I have booked my wedding venue. That's number one. And then after that I went to Germany to work basically. I was there for a week for training. So yeah, basically I was gone 2 weeks and it's just been mad. I'm so happy to be back here and start to record properly. So in today's video we are testing the new Huda Beauty new nude palette. I'm so excited. So if you want to see how I test this or what look I come up with, then just keep on watching. So this is what the palette looks like. This is the packaging, and it's not your usual cardboard or paper packaging. It is actually plastic. So I mean, that just shows how far Huda Beauty has gone, you know. It went from a kind of shitty palette and packaging when she started with the rose gold palette, and then she gradually went on and she's here now, which, you know, I'm kind of happy about because I think this is my favorite brand ever. I know that's a big statement, but anyway, let me open this up. So taking this out, it's upside down. So this is the outer packaging, and when you open it up we get this picture of Huda. It's the same as in the front without the nude, and so this is that, and of course this is the palette. I have already used it yesterday, just once. I have used the shades Play, Crave and Tease, and let me tell you, it's kind of good. But today is the day that we do the BOUJEE test. Okay, today's the day. I have already primed my eyelids and set them and everything, so should be fine. I'm just gonna take this off. There's this plastic on the mirror. I don't need that. I mean, what can I do with this palette? I can do everything, but I think for today I'm gonna test out the cool tones. So I'm gonna use this one, this shade, Tease, maybe Love Bite. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for a purple look, you know. That will kind of show if this palette is good or not. But actually, before I start, this eyeshadow has 18 eyeshadows, and there's 10 mattes, 4 multi-reflective shadows, 2 pressed glitters, 1 pearl base, 1 pressed pearl and 1 concealer base. So these are the multi-reflective shadows. These are the 2 glitters. This is the pressed pearl, and this is the concealer base. So I think you've got a lot of mattes to work with and a lot of shimmers to add dimension to a look. But anyway, without much rambling, let's just get started. So I am taking the shade Lace and on a brush like this, and I'm going to place that as my transition shade. This shade is a lot warmer or pinkier than what I would have expected. Can you see, like, see, it's not that lilac-y, but we'll see what we get. I am then gonna go into the shade Tickle on a blending brush like this, and I'm going to place that underneath this transition shade. On a smaller brush, I'm going to take the shade Tease, which is this one right there, and I'm going to place that on the outer corner, but bringing it more into the crease. So I'm going to put it lower than the Tickle shade. I'm actually going to take a more dense brush and place that on the corner and then blend it in. And just blending that up. I'm going to take a super flimsy brush like this, and I'm going to go into the shade Play, and I'm going to blend out the edges. On the outer corner, I'm going to take the shade Love Bite, and I'm going to place it on my outer corner. As you can see, there is a little bit of fallout from the darkest shade, which is the Love Bite. It's a pretty soft shade, I have to admit. I'm just blending up the edges. Taking this flimsy brush, going back into the shade Play, which is this one right there, and I'm just buffing out the edges. Now there are 4 shimmers, and I don't know which one to choose. But by the looks of it, I think this one is going to be the one that I would want to go for, because it has the most mauvey purpley shades. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm taking it on my middle finger, mixing it all up, and this is how it looks on my finger. Super reflective. And I'm going to press that onto my lid. Now with this shade, on the other hand, let me zoom you more in, there is a lot more fallout. So maybe for the future, I would not recommend putting your base on first, because there is fallout from those pearly shades. I'm gonna go back into this shade and the shade Love Bite, which is the darkest purple, this one, and I'm going to just blend out the edges. I'm going to take my powder brush and just sweep up to get rid of the fallout. For my lower lash line, I'm going to take the shade Lace, and I'm going to buff this underneath my lash line. Then I'm going to take this little pencil brush and I'm going to go into the shade Tease, and I'm going to place that a little closer to my actual waterline. For my inner corner, I'm going to take a teeny tiny brush like this, and then the shade Crave, and I'm going to place that on my inner corner. Okay, so I'm going to finish up the other eye, put on some eyeliner. Not a liquid liner, I don't think, because that wouldn't be fair, but an eyeliner into my waterline, some mascara, and I'll be right back to give you my thoughts. Okay guys, so this is my final look. Let me just zoom you in and show you. Okay, so thoughts on the new Nude palette from Huda Beauty. number one, I love all of these shades. I mean, oh, it's a mauve heaven basically, and I love mauvey colors on my eyes, and I love to play with them, and I think they just complement at least my skin tone and my eye color very, very well. However, they all, well, not all, but this one and this one they look fairly kind of not even deep, but more cool toned than how they came out on my eyes. So it makes me wonder if it is just my, I guess, skin tone and they look different on someone else, or if this is the way that those shadows perform. So keep in mind when buying this palette and playing with them that those cool tone shades, they really aren't that cool tone. They just look like that and they come off differently on the eye. Nevertheless, the mattes, they are super, super buttery and creamy. They blend out like a dream. I mean, you even saw it on the eye. I didn't have any issues with patchiness, with blendiness, and with the color payoff, because I heard so many people saying that this palette is not as pigmented as her previous palettes, which I disagree. I honestly disagree. I've tried this one. I have her other palettes. I have the Desert Dusk, I have the Rose Gold Remastered, and I have one of those mini Warm Browns Obsessions palettes. So the quality, I stopped myself. The quality of these shadows and her other shadows is basically the same. Second of all, those crushed, I don't know what they're called, multi-reflective shadows, they are freaking amazing. Like, I mean, you see the texture, this was never done before, and this is so innovative, and I think it's so cool. So I'm gonna do swatches, arm swatches, after I kind of at the end of this video, so you can see how these shadows look actually, you know, on flesh, on a piece of skin, I guess, you know, on my arm. So you'll see how freaking reflective they are, because you can even see it on my eyes. They're so sparkly. I love it. I haven't tried the pressed pearl, but she has this formula in her other palettes, which I have tried, which I love. They are not as reflective as this, don't get me wrong. They're more of a kind of metallic sheen on the eye, which is pretty depending on what eye look you want to go for. And then the pressed glitters, I haven't tried these. There is one in her Desert Dusk palette which I have tried. However, you know, it's just a glitter basically, so put it on your finger and tap it on, and that's it. I will probably use them probably for New Year's Eve kind of party, because these just look perfect for that occasion. But yeah, I think that is it overall. I really, really, really recommend this palette. But like I said, just bear in mind that these colors in the palette come off differently, a little different, a little warmer on the eye. So, you know, if that's a deal breaker for you, well then that's it. It's not for me, because I can play around with these shades. I just think the formulas of all of these textures is just amazing. So, you know, color versus formula and pigmentation, I think it wins definitely for me anyway. So yeah, let's just go ahead and do the swatches. Okay, you guys, so I hope you enjoyed the swatches. But yeah, that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give it a like, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. So yeah, thank you again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.